We do see, I don't know who went first there. I think that might be Alice going first, if I'm not mistaken.
With that impressive 3-0 record there.
Or maybe not. Oh, yeah, no. We're going to see the normal summon of Malulu there, of course. Dracotail here. Very popular, as we know. But into this deck, we'll see how it does.
Yeah, exactly. So just from what I can see, I saw Cool by the Grave in Alice's hand, which maybe not great just yet.
No.
But I think I saw a Dominus Impulse as well. So
very strong, yeah.
At what point do you want to use the Impulse? I guess it's more so on some of the spell cards here to perform the fusion summons, right?
Absolutely, I'd say so at least. I mean, if you wait for your own turn when your opponent uses 5 mana, you can call by the grave on that.
Yes,
there you go.
exactly.
Immediately, you shut them down for a couple of turns there. So patience here would pay dividends for Alice, I think. So it's going to be interesting to see how she manages to navigate this going second. I actually did get a chance to speak to her earlier. She's only won 1 dice roll today. So
really,
in a going first deck is quite impressive. Yeah.
For me, I think that's really impressive considering just how geared towards going first this deck, I would say. Is it being
Absolutely.
a trap deck, inherently, you want to go first.
Yeah, absolutely.
But especially with this deck, there's only about, is that 9 going second cards, I believe?
You'd be counting hand traps, you'd say 3, 6, 9. Yeah, you'd say so, actually,
so that's even a little bit of a lower count traditionally than you'd see in the average meta contender right now. So, no, that's really good.
No, it's really impressive. Really impressive, actually. It looks as if Jordan is going to be able to fully utilize the power of these Dracotail cards on his opening turn. It's going to be strong. It's a very strong field to have to crack through. So it'll be very interesting to see how Alice manages to do it. But hopefully, with any luck, we'll be able to see some of the power of those Dinomorphia cards as well.
Exactly. Just from at least my initial thoughts, it seems quite hard for the Dracotail deck to kind of deal with some of these trap cards potentially as well, right? Outside of Gulamel, it's kind of, they haven't really got any other tools to kind of pick away at them, I believe, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It will be difficult to see how it goes. Oh, we did see the Dominus Impulse come out there, which I think was for the Rahu, which, hey, if you're going to use it somewhere, that's a good place to do it.
Exactly. But it's this Dracotail deck. There's still 5 cards in Jordan's hand.
There's still a lot going on here.
Cards.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think we do have the 5 mana in hand. We have the Call by the Grave for that next turn, so we're not too worried about that if you're Alice. I think it is now a matter of Jordan's probably thinking Mitsurugi or Malice at this point.
Yeah, exactly. I would not consider in the slightest this Dinomorphia strategy.
Absolutely not. We do see the 5 mana coming out here.
Yeah, electing to use it just now. I guess you just want to generate as many sorts of interruptions as you can going into your opponent's turn here.
Absolutely.
With possibly being able to use that 5 mana again next turn.
I think we have used the fusion effects of those 2 cards already, so there won't be any bonuses here, but that is the Secretarian Dragon coming out there, which, very strong. I would imagine summoning the Malulu, perhaps the Lucius here. We do get the 5 mana back to hand, though.
Yeah, I would strongly believe the Malulu will be coming out here, just to generate that extra little bit of interruption.
I'm just not sure if Lucius already got its effect this turn or not. Don't think it did.
No,
I don't think it was
from memory, I do not believe so.
So it could go either way. I would imagine the Malulu, because it's very strong to have on your end field. But you also just might want to look for something else to fuse. Yep, there we go. Looking for something to fuse with.
And this is why Jordan's at a 3-0 record. He knows something we don't.
He absolutely does, yeah.
So, going to summon that Lucius, going to get the ad there. Looks like a Magnum in the hand for Jordan as well. Which,
very good.
Is there any potential value from that?
I mean, you can summon it, but I don't know how strong it will be overall, truthfully.
Yeah.
If I'm not much mistaken, which I very well could be, and I apologise if I am, but I think that Dinomorphia isn't necessarily a deck that cares all that much about its graveyard.
No, I would agree. It's just trying to get some of the value from the smaller main deck Dinomorphia monsters.
Absolutely.
They'll be coming back to the field as Jordan tries to navigate through this. But I think it just depends on this next turn from Alice, I would say.
It does. We'll see how she manages to play this out. Again, we have the Call by the Grave, so we're not worried about the 5 mana. Normal summon of the... Which one's that? Double checking. Not Diplos. It is Theresia.
Yeah.
I knew what it was.
Honestly, I was going to be impressed if Jordan didn't pick that up.
No, real,
So picking it up, always good to just double check. This will be... On normal or special summon, we'll be setting a Dinomorphia trap directly from the deck.
Very powerful.
And then it's kind of got some extra bonus effects. If it's destroy by battle or card effect, you can remove from play a trap card from the graveyard to summon another one from the graveyard.
I think, unless I'm very much mistaken,
I believe that was...
Is that domain?
There.
It might be intact.
Intact even.
No, actually, I can't quite make it out. I can't quite make that out now. It looks definitely like it's definitely a Dinomorphia card, but I can't quite make out what it is. That looks to be Dinomorphia Sonic, I think.
So when your opponent activates a spell trap card, whilst you control the Dinomorphia monster, pay half of your life points to negate and destroy that card.
That's not by no means bad here.
What else can you really ask for in that
Absolutely.
situation? Now revealing a Druid card. So we've kind of gone over it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So going from this Dinomorphia strategy, there are some additional inclusions here. Obviously, you want to get as much value from Fossil Dig as possible, right?
Absolutely. We do see the 5-mana coming down. I would imagine here's where you see that Call by the Grave coming out. I'll be shocked if it weren't. Not sure what's happening here. No, did not Call by the Grave on that. That's interesting.
That's really interesting, actually, because...
what's that actually now?
It's not another Orphallion, is it?
No, I don't think it doesn't look like one. A lot of these cards are unknowns at the moment. What's going on, guys? It's Fusion. What we got? That. Oh, it might be a Chaos Star Source Dragon. No, doesn't look like one. Is it Mysterion? I think it's Mysterion the Dragon Grave.
Yeah, I think so.
Which... quite an interesting choice here, I suppose. Oh, wait, of course, if it's Megalo. Summoning a dinosaur by itself, so of course you just get rid of that straight away.
Yes. Oh, that is true.
That's good. Okay, I'm wondering
Makes
now
perfect
what
sense now.
Alice is going to be doing next here. I think it is still her turn.
Yes, yeah. I mean, there are still trap cards in the hand.
There are still trap cards.
I don't think we made it quite far over yet. Going to elect to set three, including that Call by the Grave. Do you think that maybe it should have been used, maybe not?
I don't know, actually, because to be fair, with what it summoned, if that is, in fact, Mysterion, which I think it is, I don't know how much value that's going to get. It's not bad by any means. I don't think it's going to be awful, but I don't know how much value it's going to get. Whereas if you save the Call by for this turn now, which may have been the right play, you can really make sure that for the next 2 turns, that 5 mana is not going to be a problem for you.
Looks like the Dinomorphia Frenzy is coming down just now.
Very strong card.
Which, again, just one of the more powerful cards because there's 6 copies that let you essentially fusion summon. So we've almost got a fusion mirror match here.
And they also do the paying half life points gimmick, which obviously which is what you want to do with this strategy. You want to make sure your life points are as low as possible.
Exactly. So we're going to see what fusion
Something from
monster.
deck, though.
So it will, I believe...
Oh, no, fusing from deck.
Yeah,
of course,
fusing one from the deck and one from the extra deck, I believe.
So, of course, you can Ash that, but it might be that Jordan didn't have the Ash in hand at this point. So, fusing with the... Oh, blimey. The names. I have played against this deck before. I promise you this. It played against the Stealthbergia.
Yes.
And I didn't see what came from deck there, actually.
I believe it's the...
I think it would be that one. Diplos, maybe, I'd imagine. Because one from main deck, one from extra, no? I can tell we're both kind of working this out as we go. Not a deck you see often. Oh, summoning the Kent Regia, sorry.
Yes, exactly. And then that will basically just give you a quick effect to copy the normal trap, which then lets you make another
with even lower life points at that point. So it does really behoove you to get through those, really cut down your own life points to make a stronger ability here. But it does look like that might be potentially what we're going for as well.
Exactly. And I think it's one of these unique strategies where we see at the moment, we've seen the Malice strategy, where it's paying those 300, those 600, 900, or like life points down, just to try and advance their game. But now here we're seeing...
Dinomorphia really is the master of this.
Exactly, cutting them all the way in half in every single instance.
Getting yourself down to 1 life point, and then guess what? You can't get lower than that. You can't get to half a life point. You're just at 1 at that point. And if you're at 1 life point, you're teetering on the edge of a gust of wind will take you out of the game. But you have a lot of protection from that.
Exactly. A lot of the Dinomorphia trap cards, they have engrave sort of protection to stop your life points hitting that 0. You don't want that.
Absolutely.
So I believe the normal traps, they all protect from taking effect damage essentially, and then the counter traps, they all stop battle damage.
Absolutely.
So that's really going to be a big factor here as well, just in, again, how Jordan navigates it, because Jordan, obviously really good influence player.
Absolutely.
And this is such an unfamiliar deck, and it's also kind of just an unfamiliar playstyle, I would say. It's like, Alice is already down to 2,000 life points, but
That's no sweat.
Exactly.
That's truly no sweat in this situation, especially with that Rex term on the field. Such a powerful card when you're on low life points.
Exactly, and I'm going to assume that I've been in this situation so many times.
Absolutely.
Every single game
Absolutely.
will be heading down towards that infamous 1 life point.
And again, this is her going second. This is building up an impressive field one going second. Going to be difficult for Jordan to deal with here. Anything below 2,000 attack, I don't think can activate it's anything above 2,000, I should say.
Yes, yeah.
Can't activate its effect here, but we are going for the SP, which is an interesting play, and I don't think bad by any means either.
No, exactly, and I think it's just going to be a little bit hard for Jordan to just like navigate as well. Just with like this SP, it's going to be awkward now because hitting the Sonic. I think this is really good because now you can kind of tackle with the Dracotail Horn.
Yes.
To then return it to the extra deck.
Absolutely.
And then I guess it's just turning on all of the ability Jordan has just to win the game, right?
And we do have Key2 coming out here as well, which is going to add another level of disruption here. Fusing again, and then the Urgula will be able to destroy one of the Alice's spell on traps there. Non-targeting as well, so it's hard to play around that.
Yes, exactly. Especially with 2 options left. I believe the Call by the Grave has not been used
No,
yet.
I don't think it has.
So we're going to see just exactly where Jordan decides to not only fuse, but start kind of like tackling the rest of this game stage.
Interestingly, we might see the Call by on the Urgula to protect some of the spells and traps there.
Either the Urgula or maybe even the Malulu just to stop that Rex turn, right?
Absolutely. I mean, if we get the Call by on the Urgula, I'm wondering, can't remember, Jordan has 3 Urgula to be fair, so I don't think it's going to be too painful to lose that one, but it does mean that obviously locked out for the next turn.
Yeah, I guess we have been quite focused on the Dinomorphia strategy, but then looking back
it's very uncommon.
But looking back at the Dracotail deck, I think Jordan's gone a little bit further than most people would with this deck. And you normally see, as we're saying, we see like those 9 names, the Lucius, the Phimena, the Malulu, the 1 Frixor, and then Jordan's gone for 3 Urgula and then 2 Pan. And
Absolutely,
I think that is like a lot higher.
It's a lot of names. It is a deck that you actually can play a relatively high number of non-engine and hand traps, and you can play a lot of that. Or you can go full throttle like this here. There's 3, 6, 9. I think 9 non-engine in this deck.
Yeah.
This is nothing but gas. Pedal to the metal with this deck. It's just going to keep playing. And you know what? In a strategy as strong as Dracotail, nothing wrong with that at all.
Oh, and the Call by the Grave being hit by the Ghost Spell, which
painful.
Is really going to be a massive impact on just how this turn will be navigated.
Absolutely.
It really feels like...
see what the Call by was targeting there, though. Ooh. I can't make out what that one is either. I think even Jordan's checking that one.
Is that the Trapaholic, I believe?
Oh, yes.
So
of course, because you can destroy your Call by and then set something else. There you go.
Exactly.
Not bad at all.
But this won't stop it from being destroyed, I believe. But I guess you may want to get one of these Dinomorphia cards into...
Yeah, there are a handful of cards that have strong effects while in the graveyard. It might be worth doing.
And I guess really, if you're Alistair, you just want to make it to the next turn.
Absolutely,
at this point, right?
absolutely. I mean, that Rex term is going to be putting in some work here
as well. Yeah.
Just double checking actually the Rex term. I need to double check. I assume it's monster effects on the field that can't activate.
I believe so. They control, yes.
Yes, it is.
But obviously, it does have the ability to half all of the opponent's monsters.
Absolutely.
Or half the life points, and then puts their attack down to your life points, which is a little bit convoluted way to get to it. Yes. But
we do see the setting another Trapaholic, I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, which has now been destroyed.
Okay.
Interesting play there.
I believe it was Songs of the Dominator there, actually, that was destroyed there.
Oh, yes, it was. I apologise.
Yeah.
You are correct. I think there's an effect coming out from the Sonic there, if I'm not mistaken, which I very well could be.
No, I just think they're just clarifying some things.
I see.
Looks like is that the Rahu now being activated?
Does look like it, yeah.
Again, I feel like Jordan's just getting to that point where he's just going to be making that push, right?
It's a huge, with that deck, the amount of advantage you can accrue just from a few little plays here and there.
Yep.
You activate a Key2, activate a Rahu, you've accrued so much advantage, it's very hard for the opponent to pull back from that. Impossible? Not at all. Very difficult, though. We do see the Arthalion coming out now, which, again, I don't think can activate its effect now. Oh? decide against, I suppose.
Yeah, if I was Jordan, honestly, I would just. Looks like he's just sliding into more engine.
Yes.
There's a couple of Cartesians there. There's a prosperity, and I think you just want to take that approach. You just get rid of the cards that aren't very good.
Yeah.
There's some Nibiru's in the main deck, some Fuelos.
Absolutely.
Just get rid of them. Just try and put as many like normal cards.
There's potential for the infinite impermanence to get some value.
Yeah,
if
I
you
think so.
Maybe not so much on the monster, but at the very least, maybe negating the column of something.
Yes, that's true.
Which we have seen come into play at some point today. So we're starting off with the is it Diplodocus?
No, I think it's a Frisia, I believe it is.
It may well be.
Just setting the traps from the deck once more.
Yes.
Using Frenzy as the target of choice here. I guess it'd be good to ask if that's the better copy over Domain, I believe it is.
Yeah. Unless I'm much mistaken.
Because Domain feels like, I don't know, they're both pretty good actually.
Yeah.
The Frenzy using the extra deck and the main deck, whereas the main feels like it's more just the main deck.
They both seem to do a very similar function, to be fair, in this matchup. But there it is, top decking that anti-spell fragrance, really causing problems for Jordan here.
Yep.
Depending on his hand, I don't know what he has in hand actually, to be fair, but I do see some spells which are.
There's a couple in there.
Those are, I think, a trap as well. This is potentially very unfortunate for Jordan here. We'll see how he navigates this. Admittedly, extremely difficult to play through field here.
Yeah, and I think for Jordan, it's kind of activating the
sure.
I think that's fine again.
You absolutely, just want to get a little bit of value. Maybe just forcing out the activations here, which you might not maybe care about otherwise.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a worthwhile thing to do. Oh dear. Understandable. It's again. I think I saw a lot of blue cards in that, a lot of green cards, and that is the Frenzy, I believe, the Frenzy coming out there, which is going to be able to summon the either the Rex Term or the Kent Regina. Something like that is going to be very powerful to use here. We do see that Different Dimension Ground has been sided in, which obviously.
I think I'm electing for the Kent Regina here just because you can then perform that
another one
secondary
again.
fusion.
Yeah, it's worth doing. And I would assume this could be in the end phase as well, which...
I believe Frenzy might actually be...
It might be main phase only. Now that you say it is. Opponent's main phase, it is. I was hoping that could be in the end phase because then you wouldn't get the value out of the draws, but I guess you got to do what you got to do here. And it is the opponent's main phase as well, so it does have to be here.
Yeah, no, I guess it's just if you value using the Kent Regina during Jordan's turn or if you want to go for it during your turn again, just to generate that extra fusion monster. And I guess the value of doing it now is you're just getting so much further ahead, aren't you, really?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So going to be...
card. That is 2 draws for Jordan, which does it's 2 draws to potentially get him into playing the game here.
Exactly. It almost feels like it's just like almost a 5 mana away, right?
Yeah, I mean, 5 mana plus Urgula any monster gets you playing here. Depends on... Oh, no, still passing turn. Goodness, but I do think I saw some more spells in his hand, so it may have just been a very unfortunate set of draws there. But we're going to see now how Alice navigates the turn against 3 set cards, which, for all she knows, could be a bunch of very powerful traps, but you just don't know.
Yeah, I think if you're Alice in this situation, you kind of just want to read that the card in the column of the anti-spell is most likely an imperm here,
You would expect so, yes.
And that's the only thing you need to really respect here. And the other thing is, even if it is the imperm, can you do anything to kind of trade or like get rid of those spell and trap cards that are in the other columns, right?
Yeah, I think you really need to try and force the imperm this turn if that's what it is. Or, I mean, to be fair as well, as with the anti-spell fragrance, they can be activated next turn anyway. So it's not a huge deal here. It does slow down for 1 turn, doesn't slow down permanently.
Yes, exactly. I'm just seeing if there's any access to any of the other Dinomorphia, the traps in this instance, even like that Sonic we saw last time.
Yeah, I think that was just enter battle phase. And that was we see, I think, a Link coming on here. Potentially... No, goodness me! Is Chaos Angel?
It's Chaos Angel.
Oh, now we're talking.
This feels like a blast from the past almost. I feel like I haven't seen this for a while.
Yeah, getting rid of the K2, that's powerful. Wow.
Exactly. So even in this situation, if the anti-spell fragrance is negated for one reason or another next turn, still 3 spell traps.
Absolutely.
On Alice's side of the field, which could really just be that impactful, right?
Really could. Really could.
Jordan now down to 1,500 life points.
Huge amount of damage coming out there.
And then Yeah, we just have to see really where he can go through and navigate the rest of this turn, and try and get this game back in his favour, right?
Yeah, reading the cards, making sure he knows what's going. It's important to do. It's very important to know and understand what's happening in your strategy. I think we do see another fool loss in the hand, but yep, there's the infinite impermanence. If you can negate that, that'll be great. And there are a lot of negates in this deck, so it doesn't seem impossible. Solemn Judgment. Now we're talking. That's beautiful. That is going to cut Alice's life points even further in half, powering up her strategy even further, and making sure that Anti-Spell Fragrance stays safe on the field. But what is this last card? It is a Rahu, which is not nothing.
I guess the big thing here for Jordan as well is now that Alice is down at 1,000, soon to be 500 soon. His monsters aren't going to actually have effects.
No, absolutely.
When they start hitting the field.
Good thing about Dracotail is that it does do very well with effects from the graveyard as well.
Of course.
So it's not the end of the world in that sense. And we see the Iron Thunder coming out here as well, negating the Rahu, fully shutting down what Jordan had set. That's very well played from Alice there. But we are going to see what Jordan has in hand. Is he going to be able to play through this? He does have another Fool-Us, so he could potentially get some draws here now that his field is fully clear.
Yeah, exactly. What is the attack stat of the Malulu potentially? Oh, it's a
Fimina. Malulu, I think, is 1100 attack stat, which is not a great deal, but you can activate it. That's what you want.
Yeah, and I mean, the Fimina here is just, it's kind of what you just want to be getting on with now, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, there's only 3 cards left in Jordan's hand.
Having said that, no, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the life point total there for Alice is mistaken.
1,
yeah, so the Malulu couldn't activate still.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was thinking there for a second it could, but we have the Guillermo coming out, which again can't activate here, but we do see the Pan in Graveyard there, which is going to be able to non-target destroy a monster on Alice's field. Hopefully see what that goes for here.
Yeah, I mean, actually, without checking, I'm going to assume that they're all dark monsters. I would assume they all are, aren't they?
Yes, I do believe they are, yes.
So, taking care of a monster here. I guess really for Jordan at this point, it's just... I think... Oh, okay. I like
Chaos Angel. That's fair. That's fair. It does protect your other monsters. It's a very powerful card. Is it difficult for the Dracotail strategy to deal with if you don't do something like that to it?
Yeah, I was just curious now, how do you play through the Rex turns? Like if you try and get some value from the Guillemel here.
I don't think you do. I think this may be... Oh, we do see the Horn coming out, which I think is targeting the Rex turn. Rex turn going to activate the effect, unless I'm very much mistaken.
Nope. Yeah, just activating the effect here, just to lower the Guillemel's attack.
Putting that Q2 back and then drawing a card. Very powerful cards these Dracotail traps are. What do we have here coming from Alice? I think that is another Theresia.
Yes, seeing Jordan's eyes widen there as well, quite comedically there. So I guess the bonus here is that I believe the Guillemel's just had its attack lowered.
Alice on 250 life points.
Yeah,
now.
so at that point,
Goodness
that
me.
Guillemel's down to 250. So at least how big is that Theresia actually? Maybe it can even attack over. Not quite game there. Unfortunately, I think Jordan will be down to that same 250 actually.
Goodness gracious me! No, you're right there. Actually, you're right. You're absolutely correct. Putting that Guillemel in the graveyard, not activating its effect unless you can do something in hand here. GG, nicely done. Match or something like that. You're going to deal with a lot of stuff. Even a match can be devastating to a Dracotail deck. So we'll definitely see how this goes here.
And it's just seeing how Alice can navigate it through the hand drawn here. Jordan going first once more. Normal summon of the Malulu.
Not a bad way to start. It gets you into your game plan. It's a very powerful card.
And even if Alice may not be on it, it just respects more of those hand traps, right?
Absolutely.
Which is what you really need here. So I don't know if Jordan's summoned and activated the effects there. It looks like there's a little bit of thought going on here.
Yeah, might just be thinking on summon. Ooh, Songs of the Dominators, negating the effect. Very similar to Infinite Impermanence, actually, but you can basically ash it because it can add a trap to your hand. There's the ash. There you go.
With the Ash Blossom.
So, Malulu is going to get its effect going. We'll see if...
Lucius and a Pan, I believe?
Yeah, I think it was. Adding the ash back, which very strong to do that. Another Malulu.
Another Malulu. And I think that's just like phenomenal there when you really see it. So
Yeah.
the getting to add back cards like Ash Blossom and Trust Spring, it's always your strategy is always really, really strong if you
Yeah.
do it. We saw it with Salamangreat in years past.
Of course.
Even like now we're seeing it here again, just being able to add back not only just Ash, but any one of your hand traps. You've got many of
absolutely.
them.
I mean, it's so powerful against strategies that a powerful Floodgate hand trap can do with
Yes.
something like Lancia, something like Drawn Lockbird. You can just add those back. You
Yeah.
just use that again. You can add back Nibiru. You can just keep doing that. No one can stop you, maybe. But no, it's a very powerful thing to be able to do that. And it seems here that we're going for the Rahu after add. I didn't see what was added there.
I believe
Might
it was
have just been the 5 minute. Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
I think from tradition as well, any of these like decks that, any decks that current, you don't really see Nibiru being played in them, right?
No.
But obviously within this deck, you get so much value from it because not only can you activate it,
Yeah.
really good, but you can also use it as part of your fusion requirement.
Absolutely.
To then like work towards either something like Alphalion or any other monster.
Yeah, and then again, you can just add it back. You can use
exactly.
that again.
Yeah. Again,
Does
so
a
key.
lot of work in that deck. There's a great deal of work in that deck.
So
Using the Urgula to add back the Fimena, it seems. And going from there, I'd imagine, I could be wrong, obviously, that might be the end of Jordan's turn there. We'll see how Alice plays through this field. But might see another sec. Yep, there you go. I think that was the flame that got set, so that is all 3 traps. I think that's the anti-spell fragrance there that just got drawn. I could be wrong.
it looks like that's 5 trap cards in hand.
It does look like 5 trap cards in hand. Which might not be terrible, might work out. But we do have the Ashes, the
Did
thing.
Alice declare the battle phase there?
Oh, I think she did. Which, again, against this strategy can be devastating.
Yeah, you've got no real response to that, really, have you?
No.
You've got
Yeah, I think you have to. I think the best thing you can manage to do is to use the sting, banish the trap, at least get a draw off it, use the horn, send one of your monsters back and not lose it completely, and then you just try and keep the flame, I would say.
Yeah.
But you're getting some value. It's still not great, and it does definitely hurt your field.
Yeah, no, Jordan's having a little bit of think here, I'd say, as you should be, really, because it's quite a difficult decision right now, just to decide how you want to navigate it. I think if they do declare the battle phase, do you ever just consider using the Malulu there to fuse
I
away?
think that might be what the thought process is here, because you can't use that in battle phase. It might be worth doing, but no, didn't use it, and that is the evenly matched. Goodness gracious me. Yeah, we do see the horn coming out here. Don't know what that's targeting, but obviously the one viable target here for the sting is the Song of the Dominators. Don't know what the horn's targeting there. I would imagine something like the Gulamel, because a lot of people run one.
Yeah, I think he targeted the Malulu there, actually.
Interesting.
Do we know if he's playing a second Gulamel there?
We can have a quick check.
Because that would be my only thought there. Because I feel like that seems like such a strong option. in this
Only one
matchup.
Gulamel. I would
Oh.
imagine saving the Gulamel, but I don't think
Yeah.
he did.
Or maybe you can just leave it on the field.
Oh,
there.
he saved the Gulamel. That is interesting.
Oh, this also makes a lot of sense, actually.
There's not a lot of spells. Not a lot of
Yeah.
yeah, that you're perfectly correct there. There's not a lot of spells in that deck, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
So just deciding really that maybe it's worth it, keeping it there, and then trying to use maybe the Fimena in the main phase 2, trying to get a card destroyed on Alice's side of the field.
Which, when you are basically ending your turn with 5 card set usually, and you can't activate any of them right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, and obviously the is it Diplos, I believe it is, sending a copy of a Dinomorphia card from the deck to the graveyard right now.
Going for the
Frenzy once
Indeed.
again. So we're going to only see 3 cards set. I think really Jordan might be able to make some quick work with this,
We'll
right?
see how it goes, because that obviously we're going to probably see the Fimena coming out here to take care. Yeah, there we go. Take care of one of those trap cards. Don't know which one it's going to be. Might even be the Diplo. We don't know.
We'll see where we decide to take this.
Yeah.
But probably just going to start making some little bit of light work throughout the rest.
That is one of the Dinomorphia traps.
I believe that's intact, isn't
I
it?
do think it is, yeah.
Which, really strong card. It's almost similar to that of Solemn Strike, I would say.
Yes,
obviously
absolutely.
at the cost of half your life points, I believe.
Yeah, very much
But
that's going to get rid of both of them. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a concession there. Well played. Very well played.